Hey YouTube, it's Orion. This week I'm playing Risk of Rain, not really alphabetically in order. I played this a while back and beat it with my brother, and I've played it quite a bit since. I actually happen to like playing the minor, but for the sake of doing this as if I hadn't beat the game, I'm going to be playing as a commando in a fairly normal setting. I'm just going to do it with Rainstorm difficulty, which is pretty much like normal. So this game's a little different, and it bugged. Let's try that again. I've never seen it do that. So this game's a little different in that there's not so much mouse movement as there is a lot of keyboard movement. So I apologize now for the keyboard, which isn't quiet. Fortunately, I can just hold down a lot of keys and shoot things. So you pretty much run around trying to survive and get past the area. And when you kill things, they drop money and experience. Experience kind of gives you more health. I don't think it gives you more damage. All the damage that's done in this game is percentage based, and you get 4 abilities on the bottom of the bar that have cooldowns attached to them and do different things, and have different abilities, and each of the different characters you can play has a different set of 4 abilities. Like I said, I've played it quite a bit, and these are actually the things that I want to find, these portals, and they'll take me to the next place if I kill the boss and don't die in the process. Which is always annoying. The character I'm currently playing is Commando, and it's the one that you start out with unlocked. Not exactly the most powerful. I have you can see that everything on this place pretty much wants to kill you. There are no friendlies that I can think of. I suppose there's robots that you can hire. And this is a bit different, because normally I haven't actually played the game before, and so it's all new. And I have some gameplay of me and my brothers first playing this game, and we died a lot. There's a bunch of bugs that appear in a later level, and they just absolutely massacred us. And the biggest difference between this and an initial playing is that I actually know to just keep running and dodging. Plus, there are a few items that get unlocked as you accomplish achievements in the game. So it's just those little orbs that'll hurt me. You can see there's little white dots behind those. And when I roll, I can't take damage, so you'll see me doing that roll from time to time to avoid taking falling damage and to get through, a line of people like that or something. The jellyfish are the most annoying. The second ability I have, that little laser shoots through people, has some knockback to it. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. It also does the highest percentage, if I remember right. Okey, so my drones will have explosive weaponry. I'm so glad I'm armed to the teeth with drones. I'm absolutely not. So you can see in the top right corner there's a little place where it says very easy. The difficulty always starts out at very easy. The longer you play, the more intense the difficulty gets. And to move on to the next area, you have to kill everyone that was in this area. So the trick is sort of to find that portal as fast as possible, and then kill everybody off and just keep getting through the game. Otherwise, by the time you get to the end of the game, all the enemies are crazy super tough, and you have a very difficult time beating the end boss. At the same time, if you just take your time and, find all of the little chests that are scattered about the small levels, you'll find, enough power-ups like that, which chance to bleed on hit. So now I do a tiny little percentage of bleed damage, I guess, over time. There's people over there. So hopefully over there that'll also be in our chest, so this isn't just a waste of my time walking over. And I don't have a range limit on this gun, which is awesome, so I'll be picking people off from afar, because that's how you stay alive. Any unused money at the end of the level just becomes experience, which generally is pretty useless, so I tend to just spend it all. There's a random chance that those things won't give you any items at all. There we go. You can see they drop little globs of meat. Oops. So yeah, like I said, when I first played this game, it was funny because I started and I was like, I don't know how to aim or shoot, do anything, and it took a while for us to figure out that it's, very old school. You always shoot the direction you're looking. You always use your abilities in that direction. The mouse is going to bug me, so I'm going to move that. Roll. Yes. I hate the caverns. They're my least favorite. These mushroom things that make little stink clouds of penultimate fart death. So I will try to avoid those. And you can see that my person's now bubbling a little himself. The more stuff you grab, the weirder and weirder you get. That thing that just blew up was a... oh crud, I hate this. No! I don't like the lizards! Leave me alone. Ow. Hopefully I don't die in like the first plane of this. The commando is kind of hard to beat the game with in my opinion. But I also like to play the game with one of the special settings that makes you do like 100% more damage, or 400 damage, but you have like only a fraction of the normal health. Ouch. I don't want to die. That's a lot of people. Maybe I can find an item or something to help me out here, because I don't think I'm killing that crowd off. I can kind of just run away. Oh, I don't have any money. Okay, looks like I'm killing people. The slow way. Like I said, that roll can be useful for dodging damage. There's no way I'm surviving that encounter. But I can slowly roll through everybody. And I got that puncturing shot, so that's awesome. And they're going to give me tons and tons of money, because there's so many of them. Fortunately, I have a lot of knockback with that shot. Ouch. Now the money rolls in. It's just one big cash drain right there. Money! You can see that I'll either shoot all in one direction, or I'll split my shots if there's another person in range. And I kind of don't always want that to happen, because that can be very inconvenient. Yeah, that group would have just instantly popped me if they'd all bit me at the same time, which would have really sucked. Pretty much all the characters are pretty nice. It tends to be whatever your playstyle is. And you can see that I haven't explored much of either of these levels, because I found the exits pretty quick. Not usually that lucky, so that was cool. Oh yeah, most manly fight ever with a boss. Ouch. Nope, nope, nope. Back off. Oh yeah, they drop gloves of meat because of that thing that I have. Ow. Knock it off. Don't like being roasted. So a little trick with this boss is that when you kill it, it drops a whole lot more of these little fire guys that are a pain in the butt. I need to stop standing still and getting hit by that. Unfortunately, I found a number of things. So there really aren't too many things that make you more powerful that you can pick up, like item-wise. There are some things you can pick up that make you gain health or heal faster. And those tend to be the most useful, since you can't really ever increase your damage. So all you can do is increase your chance to survive. And usually by the time I get to the end, I have so much of whatever that is that I can't be killed anyways. Which is kind of the goal. It's a fun little game. It didn't take very long. It took a while to beat. I mean, I've put in a number of hours on this thing. But the levels aren't long per se. And it's really most fun for its like replay value. If you're playing with a group of people, it can be a lot of fun. I hate these things. Yay! So like I was trying to say at the start, that little tower thing right here, you can actually sacrifice health to maybe get, or to get an item. And those all get destroyed once you beat the, or once you hit the teleporter, so that I can't kill everyone on the map and then wander around and get free items, which kind of makes sense. It was a pretty well thought out game. I like the graphic. I can't possibly get up there, can I? One last try. Yep, I am never getting that high. Darn it. That's too bad, I wanted that treasure chest. It would be nice to get one treasure chest, because while I am getting to the end of the game faster, so the difficulty won't be very high, it means that I have to face the final boss without much in the way of inventory help, and levels are not that useful. Oh, come on. Yay! So that's one of the few things that can actually increase my chance to, like, do damage, which is awesome, because, like I said, there's not many that do that. Most of them don't increase your damage directly. So like the sticky bomb, I put a bomb on them and that kind of does damage. But there's not too much. It's like, oh, do 100% extra damage or something. Like that one gives me double damage, which is awesome. The little green thing swirling around me is some kind of acidic worm. I'm infected. It doesn't actually tell me what I'm doing. But if I like bump into someone, I think I pass the worm to them, and that does damage over time. Oh dear. So this level has a huge upper part and a huge lower part. I tend to like to clear the top part first, just because it's enormous. When this game first came out, it was actually easier. Since it's come out, they've added all these enemies that are different colors and have their own attributes. Those did not initially exist. The enemies were a lot more plain, which was slightly less exciting, but it also made it beatable at first. I imagine the learning curve for a new person now is quite steep. Ouch, I hate that. So I didn't find anything up here. I don't want to go down. Like I said, once I go down, it takes a while to get back up. Ow. It's terrible timing. There, I infected him. Leave me alone. No. They just keep packing up behind you. So they'll keep spawning. Like, it's not like they just start spawning once I hit the end portal. Like, they spawn the whole time I'm here. So... it tends to be a good plan to try and keep your back clear a little bit. I'm gonna grab this health. Wait, I have money. I have money. Yes! So now I have another jump. You don't normally get 2 jumps. So that's cool. Yeah, it's not really worth killing these guys. I kind of want to get to the end of the level. I'm kind of recording this out of order, even though I've already, played the game, because it's been a long 2 weeks. I've actually been away, although the anti-chamber uploads won't show it. Those are staged. Well, not staged, but they were set up to release on time. I've been away for 2 weeks at a pretty intensive training seminar thingy. So I'm kind of still really tired. The next game on my list for me to start is actually Aquaria, which I looked and it's supposed to be like a 20-hour game, so that will not be any short series. But this is something I should be able to, finish in one sitting and get set to upload. Give me a little more time to get started on Aquaria, because that's a game that I'm probably going to sink a lot of hours into. And hopefully enjoy those hours, not simply suffer through. I'm sort of upholding myself to the Steam Frag Cake Challenge, where it was called. Only partially. Obviously, if a game's really fun, I might get that. Cool. So the watch is actually usable. You can see it in the middle of my inventory down there. When I use it, it'll go away for a portion of time, and I'm trying to remember what button actually uses that. That button. So I can just like unload damage on these people. Ow. Time's frozen. Really, the only benefit to killing people is experience and money, which, if you don't want either of those, and you just want to, get to the end because they're killing you or something, then stopping to kill them is not useful. But money and items can be useful because you get things like stopwatches, which stop time and let you just unload pain on people. So, if you're just picking this game up, like I said, there's a lot steeper learning curve now, because of all the new enemies that like zap you and leave fiery trails. Pretty much the biggest advice I could offer someone is to just keep moving. Stopping to shoot is rarely worth it. The exception being the robot Handy that you can unlock, who has like an infinite pool of health, and if I ever get around to uploading the videos of me playing with my brother, you'll see that he just walks around pressing the attack button non-stop. That'll make me faster. So now I have another jump, and I'm faster. It's awesome. It lets me cover the map quicker, which helps me find the exit quicker, which helps me get out quicker. Not really my intention to make this more of a walkthrough. That's kind of how it's wound up, since I've already played the game before. And I sort of apologize for that. Sort of. We'll see. If I ever get to upload those other ones from when I was first recording, the audio on those will probably suck, because that was like really early on. I just kind of recorded it, because I was like, oh, I'm playing a game with my brothers I haven't played before. So that was a lot of fun, but it wasn't done at any kind of decent quality. At least now I use Audacity to try and clean things up. I may be investing in a nice microphone here in the near future, so that it's even less painful for you guys. Ow. That's a lot of damage. Those little robots are some of my least favorite. My least favorite is easily the people that have the missiles. I think they made those robots shots bigger. Actually, no, I take it back. those bull things, because they can keep up with you, so you can't ever like run away from them. And it's like the single most frustrating thing in the game, because you're just trying to get away, not die, and they don't care. Stop it. Stop following me. Die. No, not me, not me. So that is a boss, but I haven't triggered the bosses to show up yet, which means that I just naturally got a boss because I've walked my way up to hard mode now, time-wise. One more reason to try and beat the game quickly. The game starts spawning bosses, because normal enemies aren't enough. And, while that's cool if you want tons and tons of money, I kind of want to survive to use said money. So I'm just going to ignore him, and hopefully he'll get despawned before the game tells me to finish and walk away. That way I don't have to go back and fight him again, but I probably will. Yes! Rapidly heal. Like I said, healing is kind of the most important factor here. Okay, so I get a nice little area to hold. Ha! Get to me now. I don't know what the boss is going to be. Oh, darn it. I had my hands off the keys. Not as easy as it might look. There's so many things over here with me. No, I don't want to be over there anymore. That was a wasted shot. Wow! I lost a lot of health pretty quick there. Fortunately, I'm going to heal nice and quick, and none of these guys shoot missiles yet, so I can still safely sit out of combat like that and heal for a bit. Oh yeah. Manly gaming at its best. I am strategically... Oh, that's my fault. I was trying to pass the little worm onto it, and they were able to hit me from there. It's